KUAM News Headlines, presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson, gold sponsor of the 2018 Micro Games in Yap. The all-new 2018 Kona by Hyundai, available at Cars Plus. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedido. Always open, always local.
Ahead on primetime, 3 men captured in connection to Monday's armed robbery at a local bakery. One of the suspects was an employee. Plus, could more money be heading to the hospital? A public hearing held today on a bill that would provide millions to GMH. And it's going to be a historic sighting in the sky. Experts say Saturday morning's lunar eclipse will be the longest one to appear above us this century. Holiday and good evening. Topping our news tonight, an update on that armed robbery at KUAM Bakery earlier this week. Police nabbing 3 men in connection to the case. It apparently was an inside job. 47-year-old Arnold Zozamarato is an employee at the bakery. He is charged along with 38-year-old William Pierre Pelkey and 26-year-old Manuel Camacho Babauta. According to police, all 3 confessed to conspiring to commit the robbery. It was on Monday when a bakery staffer was en route to deposit the bakery's cash and checks when he was reportedly approached by a man wielding a hammer and demanding cash. That suspect made off in a blue Toyota Paseo, which was caught on the bakery's surveillance camera. In a statement from the bakery, they thanked the hardworking men and women at GPD for bringing the investigation to a rapid close. Quote, "The safety of our employees and customers is our utmost concern. It would not have been possible without the help of our local community sharing their tips through Guam Crime Stoppers. We are humbled by the concern and support you have shown us this past week." End quote. All 3 are expected to appear in court on Saturday, where they'll be formally charged. Now to an apparent attack caught on camera. Take a look at the video. Police responded to a reported car burglary at the GNN Apartments in Harmon early Thursday morning. The video is showing several male suspects involved. The owner of the car then went outside after hearing her car alarm go off. That's when the victim spotted one suspect stepping out of her car. She immediately ran back inside after 3 other male suspects began throwing rocks at her. One suspect also chased after her with a machete and even began striking the screen door to her apartment unit multiple times. The 4 took eventually off after the woman called for help. Authorities are asking anyone with information to call police or Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. Investigators have yet to identify the man who was found dead in a house fire on Thursday. Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola tells KUAM he is waiting for the victim's dental records. It was early Thursday morning. Firefighters were called to Harmon Industrial Park for a smoke sighting. That's where they found a modular home engulfed in flames. After extinguishing the fire, they discovered there had been someone inside the home. A joint investigation has since been launched. Guam Fire Department is looking into what sparked the flames. The Guam Police Department, meanwhile, is looking into whether foul play was involved. A memorial service will be held for Tamika Nalta, the teen girl found dead at home last month. Although her death was ruled a homicide, her killer is still on the loose. KUAM previously spoke with family who said she had been stabbed. The 15-year-old was a student at Okuru High School. The service is scheduled for Saturday, that's tomorrow, at the Dedido Senior Center from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More money may be heading toward the financially strapped hospital. A public hearing was held Friday on a bill to give GMH $5 million from the tax amnesty proceeds. Officials are trying to avoid losing certification in federal programs which provide millions of dollars in annual reimbursements. Nestor Lacanto reports.
Appropriations Chairman Speaker Benjamin Cruz authored the bill to help the hospital with funding to correct the deficiencies cited by the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare. GMH Administrator Peter John Camacho.
The $5 million that you are offering for the hospital to see us through the end of our fiscal year operations is very welcome, as I said, and it is also timely. And unfortunately, though, not enough.
But the speaker was quick to point out,
this is not, I'll say it 3 times, 4 times, not for operations. This is specific for CMS deficiencies.
Cruz not wanting to conflate the CMS compliance with the governor and the hospital's continuing push for a permanent funding source to bridge a $30 million annual budget shortfall. Meanwhile, the hospital has identified about $28 million in spending to address deficiencies, but $20 million of that is for a new computer system. GMH Facilities Maintenance Manager Zalde Tugadi testified that his department has already completed about 68% of the work, and they're also focused on preventive maintenance.
So we need to address first what their findings are, and then we'll address next what our internal finding is. That way, we're sure that when they come around, they would not find the same findings.
Meanwhile, senators apparently are eyeing another $16 million in tax amnesty proceeds due on August 6. But Administration Director Edward Byrne, when asked whether the money could be appropriated to GMH, cautioned senators that there are other high-priority items such as tax refunds that need to be paid.
So long as the body understands the consequence, which is a reduction in the ability of the funds to reduce the accumulated deficit.
But several senators, including Health Chairman Dennis Rodriguez, have the hospital in mind.
Mr. Chairman, I don't know if in committee or perhaps on the session floor, I'd like to make that proposal that the entire amount, minus the 1.5, I believe that's for Simon Sanchez, be appropriated to GMH.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
A simple handshake. That's all Jake Calvo needed when he started his company. Today, 80 years later, we like to say thank you to all of you who have taken our hand in trust. Thank you to the dreamers. Thank you to the realists. Thank you to the family-oriented. Thank you to the entrepreneurial. Thank you to those climbing the corporate ladder. And to the ones starting a new life together. Thank you to the traditionalists and the edgy. To the young at heart and the old souls. Thank you to the daring, to the protective, to the practical. Thank you to the hopeful. To all of you from all of us, our deepest, happiest, and infinite thanks.
80 years here for you. 80 years thanks to you. Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust.
Nurse, I cared for thousands of patients at their time of greatest need. I know how important it is to have our only public hospital accredited. With your help, Josh and I will change our island's approach to healthcare. We will reduce insurance costs, make sure there are enough beds at GMH, better utilize public health centers, and invest in the latest technology. We will get the job done. I'm in to help get us there, and I humbly ask for your vote.
I'm Lilian Guerrero, and I approve this message.
Summer is here, and at Cars Plus and Mighty, that means big savings during our summer clearance event. Right now, save up to $8,000 on select 2018 Ram 1500 SLT Crew Cab, or save $3,250 on a 2018 Chrysler Pacifica, voted Family Car of the Year. 1.99 APR financing is available for qualified buyers. Plus, buy today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Don't miss our summer clearance event going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Hafaday and welcome back. This just in. Speaker B.J. Cruz has called for an emergency session on Monday to discuss legislation to help fund the government's financial shortfalls. As reported, the government is facing a huge revenue shortfall and it's now up to the legislature to decide what combination of spending cuts and revenue enhancements to pass to keep the government running. And in other news, starting Monday, all Gura public housing units must be smoke-free. This follows a final rule issued by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. The policy prohibits smoking inside living units, common areas, community rooms, and Gura offices, and extends to areas within 25 feet. The prohibition covers the use of tobacco products, e-cigarettes, water pipes, and vapes. In a news release, Gura says the policy will improve interior air quality, benefit the health of tenants and staff, reduce the risk of catastrophic fires, and lower overall maintenance costs. Well, there was plenty of police presence at Hemlani Apartments today, but it's not what you think. Here's more on a special outreach event at the Harmon Complex.
It was all fun and games at Hemlani Apartments. Check out the Bubbles, the slime station, and a pickup game in the parking lot. On Friday morning, Gala and Project Carino hosted The Power of Play, a free interactive parent conference for the families at the Harmon Complex. Project coordinator Brandon Calvo-Farron.
A lot of people might not realize that these populations, which are oftentimes stigmatized, I'm going to be very honest, some people might be a bit wary to even approach these premises, but these are the populations that really need to be served and provided these tools.
Bertha Diamond is from the Department of Public Health. She was on site providing translation for Chuki's tenants.
Sometimes even the family need to be aware that there are agencies that can best service their children when they have issues or challenges. Today is the day to let the community in Hemlani apartment to know that they are valued as everyone else.
In recent years, the Hemlani Apartments has made headlines for crime, violence, underage drinking, and spice, to name a few. Today's police response was much different. Officer Susie Santos and Micronesia Resource Center's Akshan Ayashi.
So let the youth know that we're partnering up with them, that we do care, that there's other alternatives than criminal choices. That they can make better choices, healthier choices, and be part of something bigger than themselves.
It's very good, actually. For me, I've always believed the power of sports, especially with the FSM and FAS community, and the impact it can make with the community and the next generation. People do care and want to help them change and want to help change that image, and that's where I feel my passion is at right now.
GPD! And it was a slam dunk event for Erica Espinoza and her family. Though they're new to the complex, she has nothing but love for her neighbors.
I'm a mom, so something positive for my daughter is always a good thing. But a lot of these kids don't have too much going on that's positive for them. So to have something that they can look forward to is, it's pretty amazing to see the smiles, and my daughter is having a good time. People always make things bigger than what they are. A lot of these kids are good kids, Yes, there is some ups and downs, but that's anywhere you go. You never know who you're going to live next to. But for the most part, my neighbors here are pretty friendly. They're pretty good people. The kids are good. They're awesome.
It seems to have generated this nice response, It's appealing to them, and if you build it, they will come.
No obstacle was too big to reach the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Finishing summer school strong, DOE celebrates this year's rainbow graduation. Carmen Terlahi has the story.
Started from the bottom, now we're here, right?
These are the lyrics that Sergio Titano and Selena Rose Pangilinan, his godsister, wrote on their caps at their rainbow graduation. The pair joined over 100 GDOE students who walked the stage to receive their high school diploma.
Kimberly Lujan.
Titano, now a Titan graduate from Teason High School. He spent his summer, like other students, making up missing credits to graduate. This is part of the federally funded Azadonti program for improving student learning and achievement. The graduates sharing the moment with their family and friends.
It feels awesome. Started from the bottom, but you gotta start from somewhere. It's always a challenge to get somewhere. It feels good. Remember this day for a long time.
A day to remember for 44 George Washington High students, 22 from JFK, 4 from JP Torres Success Academy, 11 from Ukadu High, 23 from Simon Sanchez, 4 from Southern, and 19 students from Teason High. Nisserlin Harry Anu celebrated her graduation from the home of the Geckos, dancing.
It was so difficult. I had doubts if I would make it or not, but I did it.
She encourages other students who might face setbacks to persevere.
You guys can make it. My boys, they can make it.
Though the tally is not final, the department says this ceremony puts a total number of high school graduates at an all-time high of 2,056 graduates from the class of 2018. Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Turlaki.
History in the making. Experts say we will be able to catch the lunar eclipse from our area. Mia Aguilar has more on what's said to be the longest blood moon this century.
A sight you do not want to miss. Michael Ziabro, lead forecaster of the National Weather Service of Guam, tells us more about the longest lunar eclipse of the century.
Well, there's going to be an eclipse, tomorrow morning, starting a little bit after 4 o'clock. But at 4 o'clock is when you start to see the real shading, and then it'll last till the moon sets.
And sure, the lunar eclipse is set to start while we are snuggled up in bed. But don't you worry, it'll continue until 6 a.m. Just enough time to wake up, make a cup of coffee, and look up at the sky. If you do happen to be outside at the time, here's where you might want to look towards.
Looking towards the, west-southwest, towards where, like, the direction where the sun would set, that's where you would look, in that direction.
No need for eye protection because unlike a solar eclipse, you can safely look at this lunar eclipse without damaging your eyes. Though you could expect some clouds slightly hovering below the moon.
I mean, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, but since it's going to be near the horizon when it's setting, there's a lot of times when clouds just sit there.
Zero says he is very excited for this year's eclipse.
Yeah, no, I always like the eclipses, yeah. That last one we had was pretty nice, although it did get cloudy.
Those stateside won't be as lucky. That's why Asmaleen Bagir, who is visiting from the U.S., says she just might check out the spectacle early Saturday.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, probably.
Agate resident Sebastian Tikamai is also excited to witness this historic phenomenon.
I don't know, I just want to see how it turns out. The moon is not going to be showing me.
Meantime, weather experts say the next solar eclipse is slated to happen around Christmas of 2019. Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Mia Aguilar.
Sports is next. Keep it here.
Character selfie specials at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. Snap a selfie with any of our new friends, share it on social media, and tag us at CEC Guam. Show your post at the counter and get the special for only $5. Specials valid Mondays through Fridays in July at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam. KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports, brought to you by Triple J. It's Friday, so you know what that means. Let's get right to it. Your Di-Rentone Athlete of the Week. Check it out. We're here at Di-Rentone, Miguel, for our Athlete of the Week. Today we have local wrestler Jun Asabius. Paul?
Jun, congratulations on behalf of Dio Rentone, the Athlete of the Week. Who would you like to donate this check to?
I would like to donate this check to Special Olympics Guam.
Jun, you won a double gold medal at this year's Micronesian Games in Yap, representing your island of Chuuk. First off, Greco-Roman, how many matches did you have for that event?
I had 4 for Greco-Roman and 4 for freestyle. For Greco, I went up against Kashrai, and for freestyle, I went up against Marshall Islands. For Greco, I actually won by pin, and for freestyle, I won by points.
You're a Simon Sanchez graduate, wrestling with the national team for Guam, but you were fortunate enough to represent your island of Chuuk. How has it been wrestling with the national team under Tony Aquino?
Well, it's actually really awesome wrestling under Tony Aquino and the team. They're super helpful. They're really awesome, and without the team and without the coaches, I really wouldn't be where I am.
And with your performance in Yap, a lot of attention from the Chuuk side, investing time and hopefully some money to help you with training.
Whatever competition that comes up, I'm like this year we had the Macro Games. We also had Oceania, and the upcoming Oceania for next year. I'm pretty sure we're going to compete for that as well. And I feel like if World comes up, I would have to compete in that if I'm going to try and go into the Olympics. At Oceania, I actually won silver and bronze for junior and senior, and they were both in freestyle. And I felt that my performance wasn't as great. I could have done better. So I realized that the Micro Games were coming up, so I had to actually train even harder. And the result of my hard work came out 2 golds.
Last but not least, let's talk about some of the people that you want to thank that helped you get to this point of your wrestling career.
First off, I really want to thank my coaches, because they're the ones who are pushing me to do all these things, and they're always telling me not to give up. I also want to thank the team, because without the team, I really wouldn't be here. Also, Mike Shinohara, thank you for always believing in me, man. My friends and family out there, thank you guys for supporting me so much. With you guys, I'm sure to always work hard.
All right, congratulations. Stay tuned to our next Dio Rentone Athlete of the Week.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by
Guam track and field athlete Jeannie Gerardo waited almost 8 years to represent Guam at the Micronesian Games. Jeannie competed in the 2010 Games, winning a silver medal for shot put and a bronze medal for discus.
I wanted to show everybody that throwers can just do good too, and in the 2010, I was still a new athlete coming in, so it was just really good to medal in those events. And this year's Micro Games, I wanted to smash certain records and get gold.
This year was her year in Yap. Jeannie broke the Micro Games record, a national record for the shot put with a distance of 11.49 meters. She took gold in the event. Gerardo also took gold in the javelin with a distance of 28.17 meters and silver in the discus with a distance of 30.46 meters.
It was an amazing feeling. I didn't expect to really smash that record. I had to be calm because it was only my second throw, and I didn't want to show any emotion because anything can happen in track, especially in the throwing events when you have 6 throws. The next games that I want to go to is the Pacific Games and hopefully bring back a medal or something.
That's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
Where can you find a burger inspired by flavors from near and far that mixes the smoky with the sass of the South? Combines the sweetness of summer with the tang of the country for savory, sizzling, unexpected flavors. Well, you can find it at McDonald's. The new Bacon Smokehouse Burger. It's the newest flavor of the signature crafted recipes by McDonald's.
As a nurse, I cared for thousands of patients at their time of greatest need. I know how important it is to have our only public hospital accredited. With your help, Josh and I will change our island's approach to healthcare. We will reduce insurance costs, make sure there are enough beds at GMH, better utilize public health centers, and invest in the latest technology. We will get the job done. I'm in to help get us there, and I humbly ask for your vote.
I'm Lilian Guerrero, and I approve this message.
Check out Triple J's spectacular July deals going on now during the hot summer savings event. 0 down, 1.9% financing, and easy trade-in. Get into a 2018 Mazda 3 Sport for as low as $16,995, or our big boy truck, the Ford F-150, starting at $298 per paycheck, or the North American Car of the Year, the 2018 Honda Accord, at only $206 per paycheck. Plus, receive a free limited edition Liberation gift pack with every vehicle purchase. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Triple J Auto Group, customers first.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Happy birthday, Thornburg Salong. Happy birthday, K. Maral Cute. God bless you on your special day and always. Happy birthday, Hilberto Israel Hechanova Garcia. Happy 5th birthday. Love Mom, Dad, Poco, Enna, Boo Boo, Sia, and Papa and Grandma. Happy birthday, Katrina Ottalan, my good girlfriend, from Isa and me. Remember, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club just like these people by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo, your name, and birth date, and your favorite time of the week. It's time to announce the winner of the yummy Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake, and this week's winner is, I can't do my drum roll, but happy birthday to Franklin Joseph Kinnat. Happy belated birthday. Someone from Cold Stone will call you on how you can redeem your yummy Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake. That's going to do it for your Primetime News. Extra is up next. Have a safe weekend.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E.
Happy day, everybody. Jason Salas here. Thanks so much for sticking with us for KUM News Extra. Tonight, we are back with a new feature of Favorite Eats, and we'll check in with our friends at Notre Dame High School who are celebrating